folks. This is. Hold on. All right, you can hear me. This is AJ the CEO with another episode of Church Post Production. Thank y'all for stopping by. And on this show that I normally do every Sunday afternoon, I just let y'all sit over my shoulder and see what I do to edit and get all of our stuff ready for church, and how I edit the services, all this other stuff. We use DaVinci Resolve. We sometimes use SoundForge to do our podcast. We update on websites, all that other fun stuff. So again, thank y'all. Right now we're doing something different. We're on a bunch of places right now. We're on Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, and Vimeo. I will post this later on other places, but again, thank y'all for stopping by. Because I'm on so many places, it's kind of hard for me to monitor all of the chat. So from a chat standpoint, I'm going to try and watch two places. Let me see. I'm going to be on, I'm going to do YouTube and Twitch. And hold on, I'm bringing them up, so hopefully it's not a whole bunch of loud noises here. And let me see if can I pop this out? Yes, I can. Alright, there's the chat for YouTube. And then we have the chat for Twitch. And the channel is called Modern Media Ministry Made Easy. MMMME. 4ME. That's what it is. So anyway, I'm going to try and look at both of these to make sure everything is cool. But let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I'm doing a little bit something different. Instead of me using my ATEM to switch, I am running NDI from my main work system to my live streaming system, which is over here. So it should be easier. I'm still going to have to switch back and forth, but I'm using that with my... this cable's not long enough. I was going to say with my Stream Deck, so that I can do that. What did I hook up? I had an extension cable here for something. Can't remember what I had it for. Oh, for the webcam. I bought a new webcam because I'm setting up for a photo booth at a church carnival that we're having next weekend. So that's why I need an extension cable. But anyway, y'all didn't come for that. Let's go ahead and cut over to monitor number 1. And as you see, I got the chat up over here. And I got the other chat open. So this is going to be kind of unique. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to... And why is my screen not showing everything? Hold on. Let's reset this. Reset. And fit the screen. Why is it cutting out the top of my screen? What's up with that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. Because see, it doesn't do that with monitor number 2. It does full screen. I don't know why it's cutting out the top here. Oh well, I'm gonna have to fix that later. Reset transformations. See, I try to do something new so that it comes off better, but for whatever reason this thing is acting up. So I'm gonna have to adjust that later. And at the same time, you see, I don't know why DaVinci Resolve is taking so long to load. But while I'm doing that, let's look over here in our NDI converter and let's see what's going on with this. Settings, region of interest, configure your region of interest. Alright, that comes out better. Still not coming exactly what I want, but let me move this down. And I mean, you should still be able to see everything there. So anyway, let's get over here. So we're gonna go into our services. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run this off of my SD card, so I'm not gonna be using the whole thing. And I'm gonna see if I can shrink this video here so I can have this up here so you can see me. I can move this up and out of the way. There we go. Alright, so that will stay up the whole time, and we'll go from there. Now I wonder, can I do this with my green screen? Hold on. Let's try this. So, I need to turn my camera just a little bit. Let's zoom in. Alright, so I got this. So I'm doing OBS stuff at the same time. So I'm gonna try and do filters. I'm gonna do color key. I wanna do green. Yeah, but it didn't do it. Hold on. Custom. So why is my green not? Oh, maybe I should have did chroma key and not. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That works better. So let me change the size of this. See, this is how those cool internet people do this stuff. Right, so let me get this up out of the way. Alright. So let's get back in here. So we're going to come in here. We're going to do service for 8/25/2019. Right, make sure y'all can hear me. Let's move this mic a little bit closer. Alright, so we come in here. Alright. So, actually, I should bring the chat up on this second screen so it's not in the way. That will make it easier. Excuse me 1 second. Let me bring up the chat on my other computer here. So if y'all are chatting with me, I can hear y'all. Let me mute this so we don't have double the audio. And let's pop out the chat. And we're also going to go to Twitch, AJaytheCEO. Let's mute that one too. And go to dashboard. Let me pop out this chat. Alright, so now this is easier. I can see both chats here, and I can still see the live stream at the same time. Cool. Alright, let's get back in here. So, what I'm going to do is go over here to media first. Wait a minute. Why is my second? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, my second screen. And we're going to come in here, and first, here's our USB drive with our servers. Let's drag that down here. And then we're going to pull over our quick load folder of all of our assets for church here in the nifty dandy resolve folder. Alright, now we're back to the editing page. Now what we're going to do is do two timelines. Control N. We're going to do full, then another Control N for online. Alright, so now we have our two. We're going to cut back over here, and we're going to come up here. We're going to do tab view, and we're going to do full. We do all of our work on full, and then we copy everything over to online. Alright, so now that we got that, let's pull over well, actually, let's go here. Let's double click on this, and we want to find right at the beginning of service. Had to zoom in on my little girl right there. She was sitting with her godmommy while I was working upstairs. Alright, and they went into another song. So I'm going to start right here. So we're going to do press I to mark in right here. And then we want to find right when the sermon was over. We're going to mark out with O. So this is the only section we're going to be working with. So let's drag this over into our timeline. And I knew what I forgot. I forgot to do our intro outro. So let's go to our stock intro outro. I'm going to drag that over here. Fade this out for 1 second. Fade it out for 1 second. Put a marker here, the letter M, and now we're going to snap to that and fade this in for 1 second. Alright, so if we cut back, it looks like this when it's done. Let me scoot back some. Alright, so there's our stuff. Now I'm waiting for the audio marks to show up. As you can see, the audio was really low, and my volume on my computer is at 50. So I like to do all my edits at 50% volume, so that way the idea is if I can hear everything fine at 50%, people shouldn't have to adjust their volume in any way, shape, or form when they're listening to this. Now I need to get after the kids too. I was telling them when they're on camera, we be seeing everything. So anyway, so over the top, I think it was just certain sections that need to be addressed, and that's fine. So let's jump back. We're going to look at the beginning of the sermon. So let's look at what it's like right here. Let's play. And might need to find a little bit earlier than that. Let me get him right when he's coming up. So right here.
Let's get a choir large hand clap of praise.
See, this is what I don't understand. I don't know if it's my computer. See, another thing is, here's the microphone right here. Here's the microphone. I do not know why people do not talk into the microphone. I have no idea. And I realized that my cutover video is not here. So let me resize this on this screen. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So it should be better now. Oh, screen's a different size on this one. So let me hold on. Shrink a little bit more. Alright, so what I was saying is I do not know why people do not talk into the microphone. And I really don't know why this is so low in comparison.
One more time in this time. We come thanking you for each and every one that's here. We come thanking you for our help and our strength. Presence of the Holy Spirit.
So I'm just wondering why this is so loud right here from a wave pattern, but you can barely hear them. Let me make sure my volume is straight, because I don't want to adjust this to be super loud and then I'm off. Hold on, let's look at our mixer here just to make sure. All of our volume is fine. Sound is fine.
And there are certain fields that we face. We feel evil.
Anyway, I need to find where the beginning of this is, which I did not do. I was distracted. Alright, so let's resize the screen here. We get this back to normal. Alright, so we're looking for the beginning of the sermon, which I think is about right here.
It's a great day today. We sure are grateful for the Antioch Learning Center kids who sung for us.
Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut right here, and then I'm just going to have to bump up the sound to compensate. So let's try 10. Maybe that's too much. Let's try 6.
Let's give them a hand. The one that gives us the good life.
Alright, so this is fine. Let me define, and he doesn't move. So now that I'm here at the end, I just want to find when he's walking away. Turn this magnet off. And let's zoom in some. Alright, so that's ending right there. So I'm going to take my intro, outro. Boom. Oh, put our magnet back on. Snaps right there. I'm going to do 1 second. 1 second. Zoom in a little bit more. And let's bring it right here and fade that audio out for 1 second. Alright. So honestly, that's really it. Like I said, the more and more I do this and the more y'all watch, I try to show that once you get this down, it really doesn't take this long. I'm going to color code this, and I need to put his lower third in here. So we're going to go here to our pack. We have ministers. Cabarrus is right there. So when I play it,
The waters of this life.
there you go. Now, I've been working on our color scheme, and a lot of stuff has been used. C20000, that is the type of red that I use on our website, on our videos. So I'm going to come back in here and probably going to remake all of our lower thirds for everybody in that same color scheme. So, which will make these stand out a lot easier too. And actually, let's go ahead and do that now, because honestly, this is really done already. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Let's put markers. Let me actually put markers on the video. I'm going to put markers throughout where the lower thirds are going to go. This one I can get rid of. We're going to save that. Now what we're going to do, let's go ahead and save and close. And y'all didn't see that. I was on the wrong screen where I was showing you all of my stuff here. Let me close this. I don't need that or this or all of those. So now I'm going to go into After Effects. And we're going to just make our lower thirds. And I guess I should have left that open so I can know who is who. So I'm going to open up our church spreadsheet for everybody on here. And then let's open up Excel because I'm lazy. And I'm just going to copy everybody's name on here. I think for the last 3 years should be more than enough. And I'll actually do one more a year. Alright, so let's stretch that out. all we're gonna do is remove duplicates. Oh, come on now. Okay, something happened. Don't you just hate it when the plan doesn't work the way you want it to? Try this again. Alright. Alright, so we got that done. Now I'm not making these for all of these folks, because some of these are not correct. These are visitors. Visitor. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have had some of these, because almost a bulk of these have been visitors. I should have just did this manually, to be quite honest. I'm gonna have to come back in here and do this anyway when we start adding other people. But I think that's it. Let's do that again. And these are all the people that we're gonna have to make lower thirds for. I think that's everybody. And there's a period there. Alright, so we got our names over here. Now, I'm going to go into our broadcast pack that we use. And I'm just going to make all of my lower thirds. And this is actually going to be version 3, now that I think about it. So let me go over here to my stock in that quick folder that I told you about. And we have lower thirds here. So we're going to call this, and I'm going to do this for everybody. So we have ministers, version 4, choirs, version 4, dance, version 4. And I don't even know why I made that whole list. I could have just gone in here and just did that. So anyway, we're going to go through all of these, and I will have another one for guests that make whenever we have them, but now we have somewhere to store those. So now let's pick out the lower third that we want to use. We want one that's going to stand out, not that one, even though I like that one, not that one. No, maybe that one. So let's keep that one open. And all of these came with the broadcast pack that I purchased, our most recent one. Alright, so maybe that one. No, that's too big. No. I like this one because the colors stand out. So right now we're stuck between 5 and 8. Depends. Let's see. And I think somebody just sent me a message. Hold on one second. Alright. I like that one, but let's see. This one works too. Let's fit the screen. That one works. And then let's look at 10. 10 is more for a title. So we're at either 9, 8, which is just the opposite. Gets more space here as well. And then this bracket one. So let's try with this one. Let me get my list of everybody, and we're going to start with Pastor Sales. So actually, this one has video behind it, so this one actually won't work. So we're between these two. Let's start with this one. So we're going to do Pastor. Do just fit. Just fit. So let's drop this to 30. Alright, and I think that will work. So if we play it, alright, so we'll drag that out. So I will put a pause in between there, so that it's a little bit longer. So let's drag this out here to at least 10 seconds. I think that will work. I don't know why it does it like that. Anyway, I'm gonna have to put a pause in between. That's the animation line. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, so I think we'll work with this. What I'll just do is I'll just slow it down when it's actually being rendered compared to so right here. Actually, I'm gonna render it this way, because then what I'll do is just do it in reverse. I will just append it again and just do it in reverse to undo what we're doing. And I'm sorry, I hit the mic. Alright, so 10 seconds is super long, so I don't even need to have it that long. So I'm gonna shrink it back down to 7 seconds. Cool. So this is what I'm going to use to render. So what we'll do is add to our media encoder. I think I got a bump on my lip. It's like a fever blister or something. That's the way it feels. I don't know. Alright, so I'm over here waiting for this to come through. Alright, so let me pick my folder. Oh, wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong drive. It's the D drive, not my network drive. Oh, forget it. Now it's taking forever to try and pull it. Alright, so let's do it the old way. Go here. We're gonna go to resolve, lower thirds, ministers version 4, and we'll say, alright. And it won't take that long to render these. It won't take that long to render this. So yeah, normally it's only going to be a few seconds. So while that's doing that, let's go over to number 2. So let me here. Associate Minister, which is going to be the majority of everybody. Alright, and then it's just rinse and repeat. Oops. Sorry, it's just rinse and repeat. I cut over to the wrong one, sorry. Alright, so now I'm just navigating. This is the one thing that I have not gotten to where I can just save this path so I don't have to keep doing this over and over again. What I normally do is, once I get here, I copy that. Alright. And now we're going to go for, just keep going through this list of adding everybody. Paste that path here so I can just copy that when need be. Now his name is a little bit longer, and that's who actually preached. So let's change this to 28. 29 will work. Yeah, alright, we'll do 29. Just waiting for it to show up over here. Alright, so let's copy this path. Alright, so I'm not going to run through all of these like this, but now I'm going to jump over and do just 2 of the choirs. So we're going to come in here and just do music ministry, and we'll say youth choir. Add that one. Now the choir shouldn't take that long. Alright, that's added. Then we're gonna do Sunbeam choir. Add that one. It was rendering that. Hold on. I loaded it too fast and it started doing something. So let me come back in here. So this is actually going to be choirs in here. So this was the youth choir. This one was the Sunbeam choir. And let me just keep adding these instead of me trying to keep running them. So we have senior choir. Can't wait for it to add. Alright. So got it added. Add this path. Senior choir. Alright, back over here. So now we have the gospel chorus. Let that add. Alright, then we're going to do the male chorus. for us. And last one we had, well, we got two more. We have the Voices of Praise. That's the young adult choir that I play for, which I need to do their music and post it on the website and send it out since there's a 5th Sunday in September. Come on. And then just a catch-all, we're just gonna do mass choir. Alright, so I still got to come back and do our praise dancers and the rest of our ministers, so I'll do that when this is all done. So let me just wait for this to pop over here, and we're gonna call this mass choir. Boom. And now let's just let those render. I need to come back and do the rest of these, so I'll just say that these are good. All right, so when that's done, actually I just need the first 3 to be done, and then we can go back and in here. So while that's happening, let's go ahead and save this and close. And for whatever reason, After Effects is a memory hog. I have 32 gigs of memory on this system. Radeon 7 2700, 32 gigs of memory, and even then, if I have After Effects and DaVinci Resolve open, they just crash for some crazy reason. And it's mainly because After Effects won't let go of their memory. So that's why I do these separately. And no, I don't use Premiere. Have no interest in using Premiere. Don't want to pay for it. DaVinci Resolve is free, and I'm happy with that. This is from me going from Sony Vegas for years, and then switched over to DaVinci Resolve. Actually tried hit film for a little bit, but I like DaVinci Resolve a lot better. All right, so now that that's done, let's start up Resolve again. And this part really won't take that long because the only thing we had left was add these lower thirds. Now my streaming system, I do have DaVinci Resolve on that working. So technically I can have 2 systems to stream at the same time. I mean to render videos at the same time. Now if I bought the studio version of DaVinci Resolve, I can use that other computer as a render server or something like that. So I can have one project, do it here, and then open it up there, which on the free one you cannot do. And looks like I'm gonna have to do some cleaning or something because DaVinci Resolve is spinning looking for the control surface again for some odd reason. This happens every time there's like an upgrade. That's why I normally use CCleaner. I don't want to do it right now. I'm not going to run it right now. Plus it needs an update, looks like. So let's do the update. While we're still waiting for DaVinci Resolve to open. Yeah, I definitely need put some work on this computer after this is over. Did it finally finish? Yay! Alrighty. So let's go back to our services. The 25th. And this really won't take that long. I promise you, it won't take that long. Alright, so let's go back over here to monitor 2. Let's go to our media. And now let's navigate to that Resolve folder. and we need to add the new lower thirds. Oh, there go my nose. So we're gonna do ministers number 4, version 4, and choirs version 4. Alright, so now that I got that, if we go into ministers, double click on it, see, and there's the name. So this is super tiny, so I'm gonna have to see what this looks like. So let's drag this over on the markers that we made, and let's see what it looks like.
Are often full of troubles.
Alright, so I'm definitely going to need to resize this. Excuse me. So I'm doing 1.4. Let's see what that looks like. I think that will work. Let's do 1.8. Yeah, 1.8 is better. And I want to save where this is. And I'm probably going to try and resize this too. So this is at, let's make it easy, 715, 415. So noticeable you can't even see it. So 715, 415. I need to make a note that anytime I do this, this is what that's going to be set to. All right. So if we run it from the beginning.
Often full of troubles. They are underlying currents, strong currents. They are very strong. They are very strong.
So as you see, it just disappears. So what we're going to do is, let's zoom in here. We're going to copy the same thing, paste it right there, right click. We're going to do to change speed of clip, reverse speed, and we're going to do it at negative 150 because we wanted to go away faster. So if we play it now.
Are often full of troubles. They are underlying currents, strong currents. They are very strong. The ability to function day by day.
Actually, I can do that even faster. So let's do that again, and we're going to change that speed to negative 250. Now let's see what it looks like.
Are often full of troubles. They are underlying currents, strong currents. They are very strong. The ability to function.
All right, that works. So now what I'm going to do is actually resize all of these and do this to where it fades it out, so I don't have to do this. This is because I just made it. So now let's come over here, and we copied everything that worked, and now we're just going to go to each one of these markers and paste it. Alright, and then do the same thing on this last one. So now this is done. Now what we could do is just do the same thing. We're going to look here at the choirs. Oh wow, I missed, this is a part of the sermon as well too. So I need to add here, and let's move this. Actually, let's just paste this here because we still got it in memory, and let's get rid of this one. Alright, so there's the entire sermon. Now I was looking for when the choir was singing. So now we're just going to do the exact same thing. Now remember, we did, let's look at what the size was again. 1.8, 715, 415. Now since these exactly same thing, those are the exact same settings we have to apply to this. So I'm going to pull the youth choir over here. 1.8, 715, 415. Now we're going to copy, paste, reverse speed at negative 250. So if we Alright, so that works. So let's just zoom out here. I want to find different places where the choir is singing. And again, normally I don't do this. Paste the choir right there. Here is the announcements. And that's it. So I already got everything. So now let's go over here to this section where I changed in orange. Let's highlight all this. Copy. Now let's go to our online. And I didn't do the intro outro over here. So let's drag that over here. 1 second. Marker. 1 second. And paste. Oh, gotta fade that in. Alright, there we go. We're all done. So now, let's just save. Now we're going to deliver. And this is what I've been dabbling with now, because normally I used to use SoundForge, but now you can do it all in one place now that I know the setting, the right setting to do it. So we're going to come in here. We're on online. We're going to do audio only. Now we're going to do, they always change the name anyway, so online 08/25/2019 on my E drive. And it's not exporting video, audio only. Change this to MP4 and at 128. Alright, let's add that. Now we're also going to do YouTube. Well, actually, let's keep that setting. I don't know why it does that. It loses the setting for some odd reason when I go to that. So anyway, hopefully that will work this time, because I did this last time and then it rendered it so fast. I was like, that's not right. Alright, so now we're doing the video of just the sermon. We'll add that. And now we're going to do the full. And I should try this as an MP4. Let me try that. Normally I do it somewhere differently. Let's do online, MP4, add. Now we're going to do full. Change this to full. And I'm going to have to listen through the sermon as well too, because I don't think he did a title, and the person who was running documenting this, they said that she didn't hear anything. So I'm gonna have to come back later and just listen through it. So we got everything here. So I'm gonna select all of these and then kick off the render. And let's open up this drive just to see that everything is going the way it's supposed to go. Now the audio should not take that long. I need to get rid of all my vlogs and all this other stuff too. Clean up all my space. Paste that over there. Get that out of the way. Alright, so like I said, this is only going to take about 2 minutes for that. And while that's up, let me open that spreadsheet that I was talking about. He said 20 minutes all day. Alright, so that's a lot more stuff I'm going to have to do with this. So anyway, while this is coming up, let's pull up Whooshka. This is for our podcast stuff. And check out the link in the description. If it's not there, I'll add it after this is done, where I'll walk you through how to get this set up to do a free podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, using Wooshka. Very simple. I was using this with Squarespace. We've moved this over, and now this is completely free and really liking it. So all I got to do in here, and I need to get the title now that I think about it. So this might take a little bit longer than I think. So I might cut this whole thing short. But again, check out my other videos if I don't go over this, because I need to listen through the whole sermon to find out or make up my own title of what it's going to be called so that I can finish everything. And you need to take a screenshot of the sermon so I can turn that into a thumbnail. But I need the title of the sermon to do that as well too. Which I'm liking the fact that we changed our lower thirds, because if I show you what our thumbnails look like, they pretty much follow that same scheme. I mean, the text is a different color, but it's the red bar and the white, but the choirs are flipped around. So I'm liking that switch. So I need to make another one of these. So let me just make a copy. This is going to be 08/25/2019, and then I will come back and edit this once I get all of the information off of when I listen to the sermon, and take the screenshot and all that other good fun stuff. All right, I think that's pretty much all I'm good. Oh, wait a minute, my phone just went off or something. All right, so pretty much what I'm going to do is, I think it's finishing up the podcast right now, but like I said, I need to find a title to do all the rest of the stuff. So I might cut this short, unfortunately, because there was a lot more stuff that I need to do to research to get this stuff done. I thought I had it, but I didn't, so sorry about that. Anyway, I hope y'all like this type of stuff where I'm just showing y'all behind the scenes how I do these things, using a whole lot of free tools. So there's really, and I have nothing behind me. Can I put some clouds, forest or something like that? Yeah. So anyway, I hope y'all like the stuff I'm just going through. Is trying to help y'all do video stuff or edits, posting, websites, all this other fun stuff, which I did not go through because I'm missing a lot of stuff that I have to do some more research. Don't want to keep y'all here just watching me listen to a sermon to find out what the title of it is. But anyway, check out my channel. Come out. We have vlogs every day, as well as we do product tips, reviews, strategies to help grow your media ministry in different aspects. Doing some drone flying now and here, and then other type of stuff like that for your church. Stand by. Later this week, I believe, I'm going to be building a website from the ground up using the kind of mock-up that Brady Shear on Pro Church Tools recommends on what a church website should or should not have. So what I'm going to do, and I just noticed somebody pressed the wrong button on this video editing. Anyway, I'm going to build a website, what they recommend, as well as some of the stuff that I recommend in building our sites. So what I'm going to do is I will catch y'all later. Thank y'all for stopping by, and we will see y'all on the next video. Later, folks.